Republicans promised to lower costs on day one.
I just asked you a question. Please answer. Does that seem right to you?
Says I have no political consideration, will never run for an elected office again.
Never again.
Never again.
Why, too soon?
Ask you a question.
They don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
Ask you a question. Yes or no?
Not
Racist
for me.
laws, yes or
No.
no?
But you have this woman Crockett. She's a very low IQ person.
Go back to your own country and figure out your constitution.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
Why do you like racist laws?
Some of these women, they're so stupid.
Yeah, I just did. But would you?
We don't want them in our country. Let them go back to where they came from and fix it.
Welcome. Wait, hold on. What, black turtle? And now, investing in black turtlenecks. Welcome. I've thought about it because I should probably purchase the balaclava separately from the black turtleneck, right? Just to like stay off the radar.
It was cash at different stores. Yeah.
Make sure it's a tactical turtleneck.
Yes. I did recently buy a tactical belt. And 4-star had some like legit ones, and they're super like stiff for like carrying.
Yep. No Walmart belts for carrying, that's for sure.
I've been rocking like a children's purple baseball belt for a long time because I like how stretchy they are. So I finally decided I should probably be an adult, and I should probably start carrying if I'm going to keep mouthing off to everyone. ABF, how are you doing, buddy?
Doing great. No gaming stream tonight. I'm tired.
So we can go for an extra hour tonight?
Sure.
No. Appreciate you being here, and we won't go for an extra hour.
No, you're good. You're good.
An extra half hour. Isaac, how you doing, buddy?
Good. Well, I just finished Citizen Vigilante about 10 minutes ago, right before the stream. I'm booking a flight to Poland and liberating my extended brethren. So,
yes, Citizen Vigilante has me doing a lot of thinking about the movie, a lot of analyzing and analyzing the movie. Dragon Wise, how you doing, Boner?
Good morning, sir. How are you?
No, I asked how you are. Your answer to how are you can't be how are you. You can't Uno.
Yes,
you're not getting away with Uno reverse. Actually, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Actually,
no, it's chaos ensues as always.
I know. The internet is literally in chaos at the moment. Like earlier, we all had like an internet spike. I know everyone's X is screwed up. Even YouTube's messed up. Yeah, someone's DDoSing the internet, or Cloudflare done fucked up, or Microsoft just put out an update.
If it goes out,
what's your theory?
We're gonna do smoke signals, so keep an eye on the sky.
And watch out for my pigeons.
I've watched the new Daemons in the Shadow Realms, and they try to figure out how to talk to each other, and the one guy from the village is like smoke signals, and then someone actually recommends pigeons as well. I like it. We might need to learn how to do some. We laugh at Mike Tyson and his pigeons, but one of these days he'll basically be the Bill Gates of communications with this pigeon network.
They paved the path towards satellite communication. I know that because I was SATCOM.
Wait, TechRat, have you seen Citizen Vigilante yet? Because you kind of love those 4 and 5 out of 10 movies.
Everybody in our sphere should watch it. 100%.
Yes.
Everyone.
Yes.
That is
because we know
that's
they're
what
not
the
going to
stream.
get offended. So
I'll watch it tomorrow night.
This whole stream is tonight. Here's the why you should watch Citizen Vigilante, and then think about it a lot afterward. I can't stop thinking about it. Isaac, you think this will be in your head for a couple days?
Oh, for the rest of the week, usually. Say like it's not the film of the decade or anything. I'm not saying, but in terms of
absolute cinema, but it is absolutely based.
Yes, absolutely based. But in terms of the cultural impact and the timing of it too, providential timing to say the least, and it really gets it into your psyche and makes you think. You know, I wish I could say this was fiction, but truth is stranger than fiction, and this is actually a very dumbed down version of what's actually going on in the real world. So, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah, you were talking about the timing. Like, what was it? Like 2, maybe 3 days after that study came out,
it was like 2 days.
The movie dropped. I still can't believe that the timing. It's insane.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, But honestly, anytime the movie dropped, it was some crazy atrocity would have happened. And that's actually what
That's true.
tonight's stream is because every week I have all of these atrocities across Europe, and I appreciate my internationals in chat. But it's usually eye glazers. A lot of Americans don't care. I'm sorry, but I do care about Europe and UK politics. It is important, and there are brothers over there. We can make fun of each other for not having AC and stuff like that once we stop being ethnically cleansed. Deal?
If I could just say too, I agree with the Pat Buchanan and George S. Patton philosophy that it's an Anglo-American world. We are as close, tight-knit as we can be. America is a European nation. We're a nation built by Europeans with European values, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant nation.
I'm British and German. ABF?
Am I supposed to stop making fun of beans on toast for a minute?
There are friends.
That's kind of fun. That's fun. That and Marmite's
Okay.
cool. But like
Thank goodness.
the air conditioning wars might have to take
Dude, the air conditioning thing has a
little bit of
point
a break.
because we're like, hey, you willingly impoverished your own people for what? So that's what you all live in poverty and don't have
I know,
basic
but
luxury.
we can't.
So
You can't tell Europeans that they're doing something wrong. They don't like it. Just like we don't like it either.
It's like telling people how to raise their kids.
I mean, Gen Z Europeans are starting to get sick of it, though.
Have you considered just not freezing or being overheated to death?
Yes.
Well, I have a friend. I have a friend, Mr. Cool. Easy to install. I've done it.
Oh. No,
half a dozen times or more.
You don't understand. The windows, they're just not the same kind of windows you Americans have. No, we're not doing this. That's what I'm saying. This sort of thing, we're done for now.
Okay. A window air conditioner is $100 at Walmart. Like, what the hell?
I said we are dying. We know.
Well,
but
Mr.
with
Cool
all them coming here for the
World
Cup, they don't have what we have. We take our first world for granted.
I want to make a point about that too, Erwin. It just goes to show that having hordes of people come into your country can actually be nice if it's the right people.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Yeah, we're talking about all the bad hordes.
I'm talking about the Scottish in Boston. That's a horde of foreigners coming into the country, and they were pleasant.
South Africans.
They
came here and immediately started farms and contributing.
Yes,
and being some of the best people humanity has
why would that be? What do they have in common with
the proper Asians cleaning up after themselves after they left?
Oh, well, yeah. We all love the Japanese, which is why I try to refrain from calling them the Japs. As much as I was just about to, I stopped and I called them Japanese because I have respect for them.
I say it in love.
I know. Yeah, like I call my friends like retards. It's that sort of, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I liked your wave.
What wave? The Elon wave?
You went,
everybody.
Oh, my heart goes out to all the Japs. Yes.
When I was growing up, if you said Japs, that was like a really, really bad thing to say when I was younger.
I'm allowed to.
The boomers said it in hate. We say it in love.
Yep.
Oh,
same thing, different use.
So. I mean, endearingly, yeah, we're taking it back, just like we're taking back Goy Slop. But first,
hey, that's my word.
I know. And we'll get to it, Dragon. It's the hot new Gen Z slang to the point where, like, the teachers have been. We'll talk about it. But first, chat. We need to get to you. Introduce chat because none of this is possible.
Yes.
Without chat. Appreciate you being here. Consider hitting that thumbs up if you want to do some hilarious racisms with us. Weather is not AC, but it's only hot like 3 weeks of the year. So, like, we don't want to spend $100. We'd rather just die.
It's because they don't
no
cools down the house.
If I heard anything you just said, I would agree.
So. We're stopping.
Exactly.
ABF was underwater. Thank God. All right. Yeah, you're underwater. Thank God. No more. All right. We're ending this. Okay. Appreciate you all being here. Like I said,
I just want to say too, when the Romans invaded Britannia, they were sitting in lakes and ponds naked, blowing into bottles, making music and stuff. That's how they stay cool. They sit in their trash cans with pool water. It's like.
And then if you look at them the wrong way, they call you a cunt. But moving on.
Yeah.
The Gen Z, they haven't been brainwashed by the television like the boomers have. They have access to the internet and actual information, and parents suck, so they literally just give their kids full access to the full internet. So kids are getting information the boomers did not. And, well, the Utes on both sides, they're not a big fan of this whole Israel place. And we've come up with some fun terms in that community, many of which involve taking back the word goy. Dragonwise, do you know what goy is?
Foreigner to an Israel, to someone from a Jew.
Close enough, but anyone who's not Jewish, goy. Except it's not just the Gentile,
Cattle.
right? That's like the nice name to use
cattle.
for like non-Jewish people. But if you want to call them cattle, you use goy. Also,
So it's
this
not
is
an ethnic difference; it's subhuman. You're not human.
yeah. They already they have a word they could use to not be offensive, but they've got us to adopt like a slave name essentially, and similar to other words used for slaves, we're taking it back. It's our word. So the Utes, they love their slang, and so terms like goy slop have popped up.
Yes.
It's gonna get added to the dictionary by the time I'm gone. The ADL is not happy. The kids are too based, and literally the argument is just because teens think it's hilarious doesn't mean it's not trying to genocide us all. A slur doesn't stop being a slur because teenagers are starting to use it and make us sad. Today's New York Times.
This is an opportunity.
Yeah.
This is an opportunity for a bacon company. Goy Bacon.
What? No, moving on. Treats the anti-Semitic slur, quote, goy slap, as a fun linguistic curiosity. So the New York Times, they're accusing what people have referred to in the past as the quote, and YouTube, I'm quoting here, the New York Times are being called anti-Semitic by the ADL. This is like full eat your own at this point. A term rooted in white supremacist conspiracy theories. What? No, but the goy slop means that we think Jewish people are trying to poison our food to make us docile because they would never do things like poison wells or anything like that. And anyone who says otherwise is doing libel, blood libel, which also don't look into either. So this is what I didn't know till recently, Isaac. Yes. Similar to Latin, Hebrew became essentially a dead language, and then they revived it so they could have their secret code language. Am I wrong?
That could happen to a lot of languages. Like Greek has variations in Hebrew, and they try to keep it like a secret thing, and it's just convoluted.
So basically, with us taking the word, we figured out their slur for us, and then similar to a Trump doing a jujitsu on some fake news and taking the word, or like a basket of deplorables and stuff like that, and using it and co-opting it for ourselves. They're not happy about that. And then
I'm just gonna start saying it in rap songs. Goy, goy, goy. You know.
Yeah, rhymes a lot. Boy, toy. All right, soy. Now,
what about the soy goy slop? That's the worst.
Whoa, Isaac, you are normalizing this language, and it is dangerous. And it's not just edgy slang. Blah 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 blah. It totally isn't doing exactly what they're doing to our food supply. It was coined and spread by anti-Semites and white supremes. No amount of teenage adoption changes that origin. But what if it's like funny? Such terms spread negative stereotypes and conspiracy theories, sure. Their normalization is exactly what the bigots who coined them aspire to. We need to teach the kids that they're fighting against this by drinking milk. Yes, Dragonwise?
It's not called a conspiracy theory. It's called spoilers.
Yeah,
6 months ahead of time, pretty much.
Yeah, foreshadowing.
Just want to say too, they say these things and then they make things like seed oils, which if you look into the origin of that, it has to do with cheap corporations cutting corners.
Fluoride in the water supply.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're being
all sorts of
poisoned
stuff.
from
Removing
every
the olive.
angle.
And then they will call
You
you.
know, microplastics.
I'm just going to say too, when they say white supremacist, they are not referring to anybody that thinks white people are better than everyone else. If you
Yeah.
no, if you believe
It's
that
just a
white people
straw
have
man.
if you believe that white people have the right to exist, you're a white supremacist.
Yeah, it's similar to how
My
like
heart.
DEI and all that stuff is literally just ethnically cleanse white people. Essentially,
Yes.
if you're like, I would prefer not to be ethnically cleansed, similar to like anti-vaxxer, where everyone's like, I'm not anti-vaxxer, but like maybe this bit is like a little bit dangerous. Oh, you idiot. You don't understand. You're an anti-vaxxer now if you question even anything whatsoever, idiot. No, I swear I'm not. I'm not. It's their terms, the conspiracy theorists, and then they teach the FBI, the police, all that stuff, and then Indians can stab you, and then have the police come arrest you and murder you.
I just want to point out too that before the ADL, I don't think that many people heard the term, and now everyone has heard it, and it's kind of got the Streisand effect.
Ooh, Asmongold. Here's some additional horrible slurs that some bigots online have been using. Hopefully you can use these to better combat anti-Semitism. None of these are funny, and anyone laughing dragon-wise is a horrible person. Goy nip. That's one I'm going to try to work in more. I love this. An exciting event or thing that keeps the attention of people who are considered goy. So like a Taylor Swift concert or reality TV would be goy nip.
So it's catnip for goys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
got it.
The circus for bread and circus. And then the goy slop would be the bread part. Goy beam. It's the Jewish space lasers that basically just been turned into goy beam.
Yes.
Or like, you know, I talk about how people having like boomer brain. Essentially, you can say that they got hit by the goy beam.
Also, it's the meme of the Jewish frog inside the van with the goy beam telling the white girl to get tattoos and date black dudes and stuff. That's the meme, the famous meme, you know, so that's also the goy beam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, it's similar to, I mean, the television. There's an interesting name people have for the television, the electric Jew. And that is why the boomers are so fucking brainwashed, sadly.
I think my internet is under attack.
No, Dragon! All
So
right,
if
ABF, deploy your super hacks. Fight back. We need a counter hack.
James Brider has a good point too. They also went for Pepe. Was it at the ADL that initially went after Pepe the Frog?
ADL, SPLC, they're the ones who did all of this. They're literally
Dude,
funding
that was
Nazis.
back over a decade ago.
Ooh,
that was so stupid. We almost made it to where we couldn't share frogs on the internet through censorship.
Oh, and then the guy who created it sued Alex Jones because he put Pepe on a poster. Yeah, and then now he's officially like disavowed it and whatnot.
Pepe's the frog.
Pepe. Yeah. So
okay, gotcha.
You know the cute little frog? I like the ones where he's smoking a cigarette. Those are the funniest.
The ones I see is his eyes are pointing this way.
So Isaac,
I have a lot of Pepe memes. Yeah.
I got a fun idea. ABF. Do you know why the ADL was founded?
No, not specifically.
Who's going to tell them?
Go ahead, Isaac.
Yes. So I'll be very careful with my language.
Quick,
So
let's make it
about
quick
100 years ago, there was a pencil factory, had employed young children. There's a teenage girl who was working there, and the Jewish owner of the pencil factory graped and murdered her and covered it up and blamed it on the black janitor. So the KKK found out about it and stood on behalf of the black janitor who was framed for the murder that the Jewish businessman who abused and murdered the little girl
It's such
that
a frame job that the KKK
it was such a
sided with the black
frame
guy.
job. So the KKK lynched the Jewish business pencil factory owner, and that's what caused the founding of the ADL because the KKK stood up for a black dude. That's why.
Yeah, and that was the anti-Semitism, lynching a pedo killer.
Yeah.
That's
and I believe it was originally the Anti-Defamation League of B'nai B'rith or some shit like that too. So they literally did the classic. They cut the Jewish part off. They circumcised their name to look less Jewish.
Yeah. Just
they removed the
funny.
Vitz. They removed the Vitz from the last name.
Exactly. Yeah. It's it's not Steinberg. It's just Stein now. So.
Yeah.
Berenstein Bears.
So these people are the worst fucking people. As we SPLC,
OG cancel
there's-
culture. Yeah.
As I referred to in the original cancel culture. And there was actually a funny, the SPLC, a nice twist to they were funding like the Nazis. One of the women who worked there had a lover.
Yeah. And she gave him like
Nazi.
1.2 million or something.
Yes, something like that. So they literally had a love. It's the classic that women, even like the liberals, as soon as they see like a manly white dude with like a fascist hairstyle, they immediately are like, I want Hitler.
When they were screaming F Nazis, they really meant it, I guess.
Yeah,
So,
correct.
yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Right.
Women are complex creatures.
Women go with the most aggressive and capable man in the room, and usually it's not the alternative.
Shout out to Doug.
Oh, dude.
Well done.
I'm keeping that in
I
the
didn't know
bank.
you were that base, Doug. All right, so, and then, so they went, they locked down the replies. It got down to 82. It shows me like 5. Shoe on head, it was her birthday, and she's like, I'm the birthday girl, so I'm gonna do a bunch of racisms and stuff like that because I'm the birthday girl. And they removed her reply, but for some reason they kept Asmongold's based. So moving along, we have a little bit of fun, and then, I forgot I got this. Asmongold backs up Shuhan Head in her battle with the ADL over Goy Slop. Says he wants to reclaim the word. Goy is our N-word. So whenever you say the word Goy, you're taking it back from the oppressors. They used this word to hold us down for 3,000 years, okay? We're reclaiming it. And they hate it.
Yes.
And tell the kids they're not allowed to say Goy Slop. What do you think they're going to say?
Well, I'm just going to say, too, we are living in the true Enlightenment era where information is no longer held from us. We have access to it, so
I have an idea.
Yes, Dragonwise.
Can't stop the signal.
No, I was gonna say new fragrance for dude wipes. Goyalescent.
No, that's bad. Work on it. You need to workshop that more. I'm telling them you said that.
Shutting it down. Goyam, no, shut it down.
All right, now we're moving along. We're moving along to full-blown clown world. All right, so in
Did you hear
Canada,
the remix of the? I'm sorry.
Of what? No, we got too many. We
Of
got.
the I'm Just a Boy song. They remixed it with AI.
Beautiful. Yes, and they really hate that because it's funny and effective. And we're gonna make sure everyone knows you have a slur for us. Fuck you, genocidal maniacs.
100%.
ABF in. Oh my god. I got a sneak peek. ABF for 69 nights. Who is Batman's most disgruntled Jewish villain? Poison Oy vey. Oh my god. That is. ABF, I didn't know you were. See, this is the Overton window in action. You do it through humor, and that's what I'm saying. On the go. Not that long ago, before the Tucker Fuentes divide, if you ABF making these jokes, talking about Goy Slop would be like, no, no, come on, don't, no. But now we're just making jokes, and that's what they hate. That's why they have to try to stop it because we're mocking them.
I was on the fence if YouTube was going to let me send that.
Yeah.
It had the word Jewish in it, you know?
Yeah, well, you throw the oy vey in there, so it's kind of like when you tell Grok you're a black woman doing a school project. So that's why you need the hilarious racist meme.
I'm just going to say, as a word of reproach for a friend, the internet culture is we never capitalize the J. Just going to say.
I agree with you. I actually, looking back at my work, I actually thought that before you said it.
I may or may not dabble in that as well with everyone. I wouldn't have done it, but during BLM, they made a huge deal about lowercase W on white, uppercase B for black.
Yes.
And since then, fuck you.
Oh,
we're going to have a capitalization war. Let's have a capitalization.
Well, the other side does it too, where
BLM
they purposely don't capitalize the C in Christmas and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah, it's all like
like
Associated Press, like standards and stuff like that for how to do all of it. Yeah, I hate them all, but I like ABF. We have a clip for that actually.
He's in there. He's still in there. He ain't happy.
He ain't happy. Also,
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang!
Wow.
I love the way he says bang. It's so funny.
yes, bang. Yeah. Also, I'm not sure if the Overton window is ready for it, but I like where your head's at, Valiant. All right, now this next story is crazy. So there was a bit of a kerfuffle in Montreal. There was a mashmishmishmooting.
Mm-hmm.
You hear about this, ABF?
I saw the video. I didn't dig into it at all.
Oh, perfect. Dragon.
I was too busy arguing with people about Steam.
I didn't want to say anything, but I think you've gotten your point across for today. A lot of
people need to stop being retarded.
So normally my For You, like it's like all politics now. I'm like, God, I wish there was some entertainment. Half of it was you going up against people about this.
No, my feed was actually screwed. I had to manually find some politics to get that back in the algorithm again. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate it. You like one super racist meme, and then all of a sudden the algorithm thinks that's all you want. And I only want like 80% that. Now, this story is crazy. It was a lady cop.
Yeah.
It was a rabbi coming out of Pornhub headquarters. Shooter was a communist. The other cop was named Mohammed. It was in a gun-free zone in Canada. All of this is accurate for as far as the information we currently have. So, yes. A crazy weird incel anti-capitalist, apparently, if you read his manifesto, which there's a term for that. Communist, yes. But he was an incel, so they're leaning into that to pretend he was right-wing when he's literally has an anti-capitalist
when right-wing
manifesto.
People, it would technically be like what, vol-cell, VOL-cell, voluntary, like,
and that's
there's a difference because guys on the left are losers that want, and then guys on the right are actually virtuous.
Yeah, the left does have actual like incel creep weirdos.
That's actually a real thing. They're just misdirecting it. Yeah.
Yes. And then some of them get sometimes they get into some conspiracy theories and sometimes they get some stuff right and all that. But they're still an idiot, weirdo, creep degenerates. So one of them decided, I'm going to rise up against porn, allegedly. So he went to the headquarters of the company, the parent company, one of the biggest companies in porn and the parent company of Pornhub, the most visited website in the world. For those that don't know, porn industry isn't just like predominantly Jewish. It essentially is just Jewish.
Oh yeah.
Like it's difficult to find one not owned by a Jewish person, because if you've seen old gangster movies and you see the Jewish gangsters, they run casinos, drugs, women, and prostitution. So it's just Jewish gangsters doing their thing. I get it. Incel says, nah, we ain't having that. Goes to the predominantly Jewish neighborhood that the porn headquarters is located in. And this is like this is relatively normal. We haven't even gotten to the super crazy stuff. So then apparently he starts to shoot people, and I don't even know if he made it to the actual headquarters or not. We just got like some video, and it's mostly the female cop who responded, along with a cop named Mohammed. This is Canada. Someone gets killed, and Mohammed the cop gets killed. And then, while scared white woman is hiding, a civilian is trying to escape, comes around the corner, and she in panic lights him up.
She like barely. I don't even think she turned her head. She just whipped and pulled.
Everyone keeps doing the Last of Us season 2 where she like does the blind fire or whatever meme.
Well, the thing is, people were talking misunderstanding. They were acting like she aimed at him and gunned him down. And that did not happen. She literally just like flinched and shot him.
Snap reaction.
Yes. Which you can accidentally kill people like that. And,
so, and now that's what we all expect. Her victim, a rabbi.
Wait.
Coming out of porn headquarters? Question mark.
What the heck?
Yep.
It's a
rabbi.
It's a rabbi, a Muslim, and a white woman cop walk into a bar. No one walks out.
Stop me if you heard this one.
Yeah, Isaac.
No, it makes sense when you have an ideology based on using people and taking advantage of people, and essentially, abusing people for money.
It's basically the multicultural nightmare we've all been warning about. It's here. And sometimes we get some like Three Stooges stories, and this was one. Yes. It just kept evolving and getting crazier and weirder. Yes, Dragon? You have a question about this? I feel like it's pretty straightforward.
No, the Nerd Files is
a happy poop?
Happy poop.
And he also dropped a gold coin.
Gold coin.
Yeah, gold coin is going to get clipped in about a second.
Oh, 10 jewels. Happy poop and a gold coin are the same amount of jewels, apparently. That's a weird exchange rate.
The happy poop is pretty gold also. So the gold might make, someone come out of the woodwork.
Classy poop. Yeah, why is it that color, actually? Oh, just because it's happy. Weird.
All I see on my screen is just, it says they sent that.
Correct. YouTube is retarded. Yeah, correct. All right. So do we want normal bathroom bedwear or getting out of the pool? Okay.
Yeah, getting out of the pool.
In slow motion. I forgot the slow motion part. Thank you for the jewels. See, and now our white women can work for themselves on OnlyFans. You'll never guess who owns OnlyFans.
Would you say you're a fan of the jewels?
No, we're moving on. Now, consider
Nerd Files again. Thank you, sir.
That thumbs up and sharing and continuing to drop GG for 10 jewels. Shout out Nerd Files. Now, Keir Starmer is gone. So, a lot of you guys probably are like,
really?
Who? Wait, Dragon, do you know who Keir Starmer is?
Yeah, he's the prime minister, right?
Of
Britain.
Well,
he was the prime minister.
Yeah, that's why you said he was. Was he removed or did he step down on his own?
He had to step down because he was pressured out by his own party, and he wasn't very happy with them to the point where, in his resignation speech, he basically started crying.
Well,
like
good.
a little bitch. So he is a demon in a skin suit. He was a human rights lawyer, and the human rights lawyers, those are the human rights lawyer, and then I think judge as well. And those fucks, as we see in Citizen Vigilante, are a huge part of allowing all of this to happen. We know we've got a judge problem here. Anytime they try to get rid of him, all these judges always step in, activists and whatnot.
There's a reason why people keep saying Soros appointed, because they are.
Yes. Oh, we've got the Soroses today too. Don't you worry. And then, so he's a real piece of shit. Responsible for like 13,000 of the kids in the grooming report too. So this fucker out. All right. Good news. What does he do on the way out? Oh, on the day he resigns, he approves strikes on Russia's whatever region with storm shadows. So the UK have just decided to go similar to how we started we started fighting. We were Ukraine. We were giving them all the information and stuff like that. Couldn't have done it without us. Now the UK on their way out, he gets all up in, and then Moscow literally the other day was like burning. Crazy attacks. The only reason we're not in World War III is because somehow Putin has an insane amount of restraint, because he knows the second he retaliates the way that he should, where there's going to be nuclear annihilation.
Well, he doesn't want to see his nation annihilated, so he's resisting,
Whereas most other leaders in the West are actively trying to destroy their countries.
Oh yeah.
And he's certainly Putin's, and they still most certainly have plenty of problems, but they aren't actively trying to destroy themselves. So I've been trying to warn about it things are heating up like crazy. At some point, Russia's going to be done with it. So, on Keir Starmer's way out, he's just like, yeah, we're going to start a war with Russia on the day he resigned. And who's going to replace him? Andy Burnham. Oh, yeah, this is his World Economic Forum page. Andy Burnham.
That's
and
not
this
a
was
good start.
they just had a by-election where Restore Britain went up and they got BTFO'd. This guy won in a landslide, and it's because he's about to become the next prime minister, and it seems like he may have gotten a little fortified, but also Restore wouldn't have performed the best. But they got third, which beat the former ruling parties, essentially. So, good news, Starmer's gone. Bad news, someone just as bad is replacing him. Yeah, Dan points it out. We can skip past that. Yeah, Liz Truss, shortest lived prime minister. You guys know anything about Liz Truss?
No.
Mm-mm.
So she got in. She said, we're cutting taxes. And then the bankers, controlled by a certain demographic, said, we can't do that. We're going to destroy the currency. And then they removed her after a month, less than a month or something like that, because she tried to cut taxes a little bit. Oh, she was also against the Agenda 2030, digital ID, and all that stuff as well. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. And then they replaced her with an Indian, Rishi Sunak. Yay! So they have a chance at a real leader. So they've been getting attacked by Daily Mail and stuff like that on the left. Telegraph is allegedly conservative. White supremacists with links to banned neo-Nazi groups are helping to fund Restore Britain. This is from the right. And then, let's see. No, here, we'll just skip. Angloid, this gets based. 19 years old, based AF. Due to the Daily Mail article, he's now out of work. It's time to lock in. Going to be producing a lot more content. Going to be starting more projects. Stay tuned. That's how you do it.
Right on.
If
Good
they
for
cancel
'em.
you, double down. So they've been attacking Restore so hard. It's the last chance. Sadly, Rupert said some stupid things. He went on with Brett Weinstein. Decided to go full boomer for the Jew and say that ethnats, ethno-nationalists, people who think
His biggest supporters.
you can't become British just by getting a passport or English just by getting a passport. He called them all neo-Nazis.
Nobody
We're not voting our
has
way out of this.
Nobody has historically been more ethno-nationalist than England. It's literally a race and a people as their national name.
All nations are ethno-nationalists. Ethno and nationalists are the same word. It's actually redundant. A nation is its people.
Is its people, correct. Yeah. So he did go full boomer. So
yeah, which is sad. We kind of been waiting for it. Sad. But
you think he's gonna walk it? Has he tried to
goodness.
walk it back, or is he gonna? Or I don't know.
Yeah, one of his people tried to explain what he meant. Sorry, nah, it's a little too late, dummy. But no, they're gonna do a lot of good, but he's far from the final solution's not the word I'm looking for. He's far from the final answer. The final answer. There you go. That one.
I think he could.
Is better.
I think he could absolutely be a valuable stepping stone in the right direction, and then
Correct.
surrender the reins to a younger, more in tune.
Yeah, Charlie Downs. Now, good news though. Right-wing MPs in the EU Parliament chant, send them back after passing a directive that will make it easier to deport illegal immigrants. The European Parliament is finally saying too many. And so they chanted, send them back, while the women chanted, shame on you. Pit. You're going in the pit with the savages.
Get
And
women
that's
out
honestly-
of politics.
Honestly, too kind for
I
these
agree.
women. And as John Carter points out, disenfranchising
Muted,
women
There you go.
is a matter of civilizational survival. ABF?
I'm sorry, what I was trying to say is women are too empathetic to make right choices.
But they're not
I
empathetic
agree.
to good men. They're empathetic to bad men.
Yes.
They like bad boys. And like white men, he hit on me and asked me out, and that evil misogyny patriarchy, it's too much. Let's import Indians and Muslims.
Let's ruin that person's life
and
for hitting
Latinos.
on me, but let's let these gangs come in.
And
Did you
Haitians.
see ABF? Did you see what streamers and vloggers are doing now? Is they're going out on the streets and shaming white women who are dating blacks and browns, and they're calling them, all the slurs and everything, and essentially, basically saying just public shaming. Just
I'm working on my public shaming.
They cave to shame. They do.
Yeah.
They care what people think of them.
Yeah.
So if they don't have the echo chamber of the bok, so
they do. You're right.
Yeah.
Tolerance is what got us into this. The goy beam that gets sent into our brain of all the interracial couples and commercials. Yeah, there's one way to counter that, and it's not particularly nice. But
I just want to
to
say too, I do agree that people say, we do expect too much of women sometimes, to be like, hey, my ultra gigabase trad wife, whatever. Just tell your wife to shut up and get in the kitchen and have a baby, basically. Like your wife is not going to be the hero of the world. You need to be, type of thing. You know what I mean? Like I see these guys on like right wing Twitter, like, oh, I want a woman that is more right wing than I am. It's like, well, you want a husband at that point. So, I mean, just basically, if you can get a woman who's loyal and basically going to follow what you do, you're good. So.
I say, APF, you have a pretty political wife.
I do. Yeah.
Is she farther right than you?
Well, she believes that her right to vote should be taken away, and I keep convincing her not to, and I'll just tell her how to vote.
I know, but
there you go.
All of them losing it is still a net benefit than doing that.
Yes, correct.
Mm-hmm. Like white women who would prefer conservatism should want to have the right to vote taken away from them. Because they'll get what they want from that.
All the ones I know and care about want to vote away their right to vote. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's literally civilizational survival.
And it's actually
you camping?
Sorry, sir.
It's more common than you would think, especially in Christian circles, when you're dealing with the Fox Newses, the Lauren Southerns, and the other right wing girls in the news. They're going to be like, "Oh, women should vote," But then if you go to any church, the women are going to be like, "Get rid of it."
Why would I want to vote?
Like, even my mom
That's what I want to hear.
Said, my mom is like, women shouldn't have the right to vote.
Yes.
A lot of them didn't want it. But we all know who did want it and who all pushed feminism. We don't even have to say
Democrats.
So, yeah, the Democrats. Yeah, it's the Democrats. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll get to who's to blame soon. Don't worry. So, Germany is reportedly considering raising the retirement age and creating a state pension fund as it grapples with an aging population. Wait, okay. So we were told that we had to import infinity Africans to pay for the pensions, and then now they're going to raise retirement age so they can't even get the pensions. So they're the boomers sold us out for their pensions and Social Security, and they're not even going to fucking get it.
Social Security started out in debt.
Yeah, it's like 2035 it's done.
Social Security is a Ponzi scheme, and they're going to continue to try to limit how many people can suck off of it. And they will keep moving it away slowly to where you'll never get it.
While Medicaid is just defrauded left and right.
Yep.
It's just like that famous painting of the old man devouring his offspring. That graphic painting.
What a transition. Happy Father's Day to the GOAT, says Alex Soros. I'm sorry. Guys, we have a new emote. It's called The Pit. So you see pictures like this and you get complex emotions welling up in you? We have an emote to express those emotions. So this was Father's Day. Somehow this demon is still alive. But for those that don't know, as much as we want to blame George for everything, Alex is the one who runs everything. ABF, do you know who he's currently married to?
Wait, I do know this. Isn't she like the ex of Amazon or something like that? Bezos, right?
Anthony Weiner, ex of Anthony Weiner.
Oh, that's
Huma
right. That's right.
Abedin, Hillary Clinton's right-hand woman /
That's weird.
lesbian lover,
Yeah, that's freaking weird.
whose mother was a big part of the Muslim Brotherhood. She now is married to this.
Lovely.
Happy
Which
Father's
one?
Day. So, if you're wondering who is to blame for mass immigration into Europe and elsewhere, these fucking demons are pretty top of the list. But it's important to remember there are a lot of traitors and demons and enemies to blame.
100%.
We can't if we're blaming Jews for immigration, we have to be fair. The Catholics outspin them as far as the NGOs go.
In terms of open borders and smuggling foreigners into our countries and stuff. Oh yeah, that communist institution has stabbed us royally in the back. You know, as
Hart
a country.
Seller.
You're talking
Catholic,
about Catholicism, correct, Isaac?
yeah,
Well,
Catholics and Jews hating Protestants and trying to destroy everything.
Well, white
I mean,
people
all the
specifically. Yeah.
all the different popes that keep getting put in, they favor the Democrats of our government.
Well, yeah, and the Democrats favor the Pope.
All right, is that my internet or yours?
Your internet. And yeah, the previous pope
Okay.
was a literal South American commie. What dat? Beans and toast?
No,
Wait,
it's
chicken noodle or chicken dumplings?
chicken stew. I think it was.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason
creamy.
why all our American founders and all through up until very recently.
This. So the WASP be hating on the Catholics and Jews, which is why the Catholics and Jews hate the WASPs and just white people in America in general. And that's Donald Trump. So people know. So Trump was essentially bullied by the rich kids, by the WASPs, and it made him hate WASPs. And then, so he wanted to start his own country club. And we used to be like, oh, Trump was the first person to let Jews and black peoples into his country club. And also the Catholics. They do all this diversity shit, and they hit us with the goy beams because WASP were mean to Donald Trump when he was younger.
There's a reason.
Romans did things 1,000 fucking years ago.
There's a reason why Catholics were not
thousands.
allowed to hold office or have political influence in the United States of America because they have foreign allegiance to a foreign political entity.
I thought it was weird in high school. We would learn JFK was the first Catholic. I'm like, why is that? Like, I'm Catholic. I'm like, why does that matter? Oh, it matters because the Catholics hate white. So I say I'm a Catholic, sadly. Yeah, they hate white people because WASPs were mean to them.
Look at Joe Biden.
Yes, Nancy Pelosi. She's Catholic too, right?
Yep.
She was. Yeah. She was actually denied by them, even, believe it or not.
Yeah,
That's why I bring up the book,
Even
because they were working with each other on a lot of this world economic stuff. Their agendas were aligning together.
It's
No, I will say-
Vatican, Jesuits. Anyone who's old school conspiracy theorist is very aware
I
of
will
the
say,
Catholics.
in all fairness, as a WASP myself, the papacy is unbiblical. It's not a real institution. It's man-made. But that being said, I have to say, historically speaking, there have been a lot of anti-communist popes throughout past history, distant history.
And like John Paul or whatever, second or whatever was great, and then they probably killed him.
I have no reverence or respect for that false office anyway. But the fact of the matter is, I will say, if somebody who I still disagree with does something good, I will commend it.
And then also we can't forget, while we're praising the Protestants, is the Protestants put the Judeo and Judeo-Christian more than anyone else.
That's the dispensationalist. Very important distinction. Theologically.
Evangelicals, though, we talk about who funds all of these organizations and whatnot. Evangelicals, God bless their heart, they are the most generous people. And sadly, they donate to the most demonic people on the planet.
Well, you have that perspective.
So we're all to blame. Everyone is to blame. That's my ultimate point.
Yeah, well, you have that perspective because the mass evangelicals were the boomers too. So you go to any Protestant church, and the younger,
everyone's to blame.
Younger Protestants don't give a shit about Israel. So,
and then Islam is the worst. So yeah, Abrahamic religions, Christianity. I love you guys, but
one thing that's
Islam is not a religion; it's a cult.
Christianity's not Abrahamic. But the point of the matter is I'm just going to say,
Judeo-Christian country. Thank you, Isaac. All right, make it quick. We got too many tabs.
One thing that's cool, I will tell you, being on the front lines, Gen Z, a lot of Gen Z Roman Catholic papists and a lot of Protestants and Orthodox and everything are much more nationally minded, and have a sense of self-preservation, like heritage, like we need to leave a nation for our children.
I say this only to give you a little the kick in the butt to take back your institutions.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm very disappointed with the Christians. You guys were fucking bitches during lockdowns. You need to go back to being Christians again.
Well, we need to go back to
crusade.
We need to be the heavy-handed thumb of the law and heavy-handed again. And people, and unfortunately
Karens.
on the culture war side, people bitch, oh, the Puritans, oh, they're gonna ban this and they're gonna do that. It's like, yeah, you're welcome for the prosperous country, jerk.
Yeah, bring on the Puritanism.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so
bring on the Crusades.
All right, moving along at a brisk pace. Please, chat, please consider sharing on X so everyone knows how important it is to watch Citizen Vigilante. Is it time? We will discuss that later. It's the prisoner's dilemma, sadly. It's not time.
Liking your own post.
But one of these days. Yes, right. Yeah, no, I had to show chat in case chat doesn't know how to do it.
If they
Absolutely,
leave it as an option,
you're providing it.
If they leave it as an option to do it, that means you're supposed to.
Correct.
Of course.
Stefan Molyneux. I hadn't had him on my timeline for a while because he's a little too milquetoast for me. Holy, like Scott Adams level of radicalization.
It's funny with him too, because he has a completely inverted worldview than me, like opposite. But I think I could have a very peaceful, civil, logical, respectful conversation with him, and he's very about open dialogue,
he's Mr.
which I respect.
Philosopher, and these philosophy farts. Such a delicate bouquet.
He's also a postmodernist. He doesn't believe in objective truth, so.
And yet, despite all this milquetoast, moderate boomerism, it's not complicated, folks. Communists hate whites. Little white girls getting traumatized and assaulted harms whites and lowers the white birth rate. They did this same thing to my mother, because I think he grew up in like a Soviet country or whatever. It's just war.
Yeah, it's war.
Even the philosophy bros are getting radicalized, not just the Minecraft bros.
I know. Well, we're so disconnected historically and genealogically because, a lot of people talk about the 90s, like the racial colorblindness and stuff. Like, oh, we were all into hip hop. We all loved, yada, yada, yada.
That was the beginning of the Goy beam, sadly.
I will say how nice. That's so lovely. So nice for you. I'm glad you grew up that way, type of thing. But it also disconnects you from the last thousands of years of history where people have been at war for a reason forever.
Oh, yeah. Tribalism is literally how everything works. And
like people don't even know
one demographic to stop being tribal so we could be ethnically
People don't
cleansed.
even know what happened in 70 AD and why there's a revenge blood libel out, 2,000 years later. So,
yeah,
because of the
allowed to say they killed him. All right, we're moving on from there. Yeah, then England kicked him out in what, like 12,000 or 1,200 something, and then let him back in 1,600. Yeah, genius. Now, that's why they want to ethnically cleanse us.
I want to say one thing to your point. Right. Taking blame on myself. I have to say, as a WASP and as a Calvinist, I will say Calvinists inherently are very colorblind people. That's a fatal flaw. WASPs are generally, like Oliver Cromwell and a lot of the founding stock of this country, were actually pretty colorblind people. And so I will say that's a fatal flaw because
we're all what I think the kids would call racist these days, but we're also wildly inclusive too. As long as you're also racist.
Yeah.
Like
exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
No more racist than you are.
Exactly. Well, like you've said,
I'm a healthy level of racist. Okay?
I aspire to be as racist as black people someday. That's about it.
I know. Oh God, right? It's tough though. They're the nature and nurture there. It's just like you can't.
No, they're the goat. They're the go.
Yeah.
No, they set the bar high.
They do.
Which is why we can do all the racisms and black people still watch us, because racist people appreciate racist people of all
Also,
colors.
there's a fair amount of them that are not offended bitches all the time too. So
Oh, yeah.
they
Correct.
actually have thick skin, you know.
We like to have a laugh around here. Now,
Yeah.
moving along. So for those that don't know, police toned down statement of mother whose hotel worker daughter was murdered by an asylum seeker in case it led to race riots. There's this thing called the nudge unit. We essentially have it here in America as well, where when a white kid gets brutally murdered by a black person, well, we can't have any sort of public anger about that. That would be bad. So like, we went ahead and wrote the script for you, and if you don't say it, we're going to destroy your life. But they say it a little more gently and more mafia-y. And then most of them go along with that. Oh, you wanted to get some services from the government? You better read the statement we prepared for you, or Jewish lawyer prepared for you from the ACLU.
Yes.
So it's called the nudge unit. The Brents are censoring the families of murder victims to protect illegals, 100%. All this stuff, like I said, I want to report on it every week. I know about all this stuff. It's about letting everyone else know. So I know this is an eye glazer. I know people don't care about the international stuff. I'm so sorry. But this is the week
because
with Citizen Vigilante.
It's happening here in
Oh,
our
yeah,
country.
Yeah, you look at Europe
That's why-
and like Canada and Australia, that's what's coming here. It's important.
Outside of the United States, there's nowhere else in the world I care about more than Europe, because that's where I'm from.
Yeah, because they're the most like us.
Just a few hundred years removed.
So, nudge unit. So that you can't talk about this stuff, and that's why they don't care about 16-year-olds seeing bad stuff on the internet. They don't want people being able to see what's really going on, which is why we have
Henry
to show
Novak.
Count Dankula. Yeah, and that's like one of the least bad things that's happened. Like, there's way worse stuff that happens. We'll actually get to some of those things. Count Dankula, great idea. I'm going to form the grudge unit where I visit victim families and tell them to be racist. I like
Dude,
that.
Dank's been killing it even more than usual lately.
That's probably going to get him in trouble just saying that. I'm just saying. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying.
That's not allowed, right?
We have to say these things for our European brothers because they will get investigated for it.
Yeah.
You know, they created the racism.
I don't want Muslims to feel safe in Britain because I don't feel safe with Muslims in Britain. Why would someone say something that offensive? So this happened right after the grooming gangs report, and I think maybe the day before Citizen Vigilante. Man arrested after toddler ended up in crocodile enclosure. Not fit for interview. Wait, what? Community note on Sky News, which is like, it's Rupert Murdoch. This is like their Fox News. The headline is missing important context. The toddler ended up in the enclosure because the man threw the toddler in. They covered everything up. They didn't want anyone to know. 3-year-old gets thrown into a crocodile enclosure, ends up in the hospital. They take the man. They can't even question him. He's not fit for interview because he's too low IQ and stupid. So no one puts anything out. So we're like, oh, okay. So it's like an African Muslim or something like that. So inbred, they can't even question him about throwing a 3-year-old into a crocodile pit. You're such a retarded savage. We can't question you. Now here, go back out on the street.
It's too bad we didn't have Harambe there to save the kid from the monkey, because as we know, Harambe was, trying to save the kid.
It does feel like they're related somehow, don't they?
I'm connected. The second I heard it, I heard it, I can't let it go.
I know.
Meanwhile, if
you're just trying to protect him.
If you complain about this, they will arrest you. ABF, could you pull a video up for me? We actually have a little look into the UK's future, what their future zoos will look like. God bless AI and the AI companies that still let them do hilarious racisms. All right, now, this one, not too long. Make sure you stay for the end. All right,
how's the volume?
I don't know.
Lions! They're huge! Mom, Dad, they even have white people.
You're lucky to
My
see them.
gosh.
They are becoming extinct.
So cool. Let's go see the goats now.
Great idea. I love goats.
Lions!
Oh,
They're
10 out of 10. Absolute cinema. Masterpiece.
And might I
Dude,
say, if you're
Whoever put the prompts in for that, kudos to them. They crafted it expertly.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
Dragon, do you have a thought?
no, I was going to say if no, this reminded me of something. If you're a member of America's justice system, you should not be wearing a hijab.
Oh, I have some interesting ideas for what we're going to do for the people who wear silly towels on their head and oppress women and
Yes.
whatnot. Yeah. It involves soaking that in gas. Moving along. So, get this back up here. So, Britain, they were doing a, oh God, what was it called? Britain First rally. Britain First rally. So these were all the mass Muslims getting ready to go attack the British people for trying to do a British rally. But thankfully, the police, for once, actually stopped them. Presumably, they're in no trouble at all. But yeah, we have roving gangs of Muslims preparing to do terrorisms against the native population.
All the cops are on their phone.
Oh, you got a license to terrorism, yeah?
And
Did you have a permit?
Britain is 70 million people.
Yeah.
And people were saying that the dude in Scotland that chimped out the other day, the Patriot.
Oh, we'll get to him, yeah.
5,000 of him could take back Britain.
Oh,
easily.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
Yes.
Oh my. I feel like if I punched an Indian, I feel like One Punch Man. He would explode like 200 feet behind, and like a.
Oh yeah,
they're like twigs.
You
man.
know what you call that punch?
Check him, and he'd probably.
You call it the freight train when you do it too.
They're like
Here comes the train.
They're like possums. They do like the thing at
They would
you, but
lean
that's like
into it, ABF.
that's all they have is that and looking disgusting and sounding horrible. That's all they have.
Yes.
Once you get past that, they're defenseless, like prey animals.
Yes.
Like that's
They
literally.
it's like a
trains will take 'em
chipmunk.
out.
It's like a chipmunk, you know.
Power ride the kisser.
Yes. So here is a French music festival that descended into stabbings and rapes with multiple women stabbed with syringes.
Syringes?
And then they got in lots of fights. So it was French music festival. Whenever they do any of these Caribbean style festivals and stuff like that, similar to like Black Expo where I live, there's always a young black man always dies during Black Expo. It's kind of tradition. Whenever large groups of black people get together, violence and disorder and destruction ensue every time. Now we have what we call teen takeovers, where eventually we're just gonna have in cities just permanent states of teen takeovers on purpose, thanks to all this Soros DAs and stuff like that. Basically to create like Mad Max Road Warrior conditions. And if you watch any videos from this, yeah, it's time for them all to go in the pit. And you need to watch these videos and harden your heart so we don't feel so bad about what we're going to say.
It's also like goes without saying, but there's a big reason why people are moving their families out of the big cities. If you haven't yet, you're crazy. So
imagine
it's gonna be a war zone.
Imagine going to a
yeah.
concert/film festival and someone sticks you with a needle and you wonder if you got AIDS.
Yeah, 100%.
Horrible.
So yeah, this was 98. So yeah, and this is Paris, of course, which is an absolute third world shithole. Clavicular just discovered how big a shithole it is. So
imagine.
So these people right here, all these counterculture subversives.
Yes.
Because of their voting, now this is what it looks like in 2026.
I just have to say, I'm not whatever, but there was propaganda in World War II that said Paris would look like that eventually. Also,
well, yeah, literally everyone is at the point of, oh, we lost World War II.
Yes.
Correct. Well, it's more the post-World War situation, which.
Well, here's the thing: people misframe the hell out of it. It's not. I agree with Patton. we should have kept marching into Moscow and then purged communism from our own country. You know, it was not simply enough to defeat the Nazis. We had to defeat the communists too.
We
We
couldn't
should
do
not
that
have
to
harmed
Uncle.
Stalin.
We can't do that
Exactly.
to Uncle Joe, Isaac.
Exactly.
Come on.
So that's the boomer mindset. Like, oh, we defeat the scary, scary white.
How would we
boys,
have
but, you know?
How would we have a Cold War after that?
The
You're just talking
Bolshevics
crazy.
Wouldn't have been
Who are the
profitable.
Bolshevics?
Yeah, were we gonna not have Mao's Cultural Revolution? You're just talking crazy, Isaac.
I know.
So, yes, just boatloads and bus loads and train loads full of third worlders being brought in, and we pay for it. This is just going to be a C. You guys have any thoughts on military-age men being brought into our countries to destroy us?
Yeah, we're being invaded.
Yeah, and we're paying for it.
Invading on two fronts.
Yeah.
And people need to be. I don't care where you live in this country. Be prepared every single day, no matter where you go.
You guys seen this shit? You
Yeah,
guys seen them do this shit?
that's an act of dominance. You know,
Correct. Yeah, literally. They love doing this.
they're
and
chest beating.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh dang it! I think it was down below that one.
You mean like a gorilla or
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's a primal thing to show your dominance. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then
they're
here,
doing
and then
it.
guess,
They're invading.
and then guess what? We have young white men that are slouching their shoulders, walking hunched over because they're demoralized. And then if they stand up, if the white man dares to put his shoulders back for 1 second, his grandma bitches in his ear saying, "Oh, you don't want to be like Hitler or whatever," you know, yada yada. It's, dude, get the boomers and get the women out of
Yeah,
politics.
that's
and white
the Goy beam doesn't work anymore. Now, first it was
white
people
men
like
need to literally stand up straight.
Yeah. People are like, we need a new Hitler. Now people are like, we want Mecha Hitler 9000.
Dear
And
Grok,
guys,
save us.
that's
Grok,
so
save us.
Well,
guys, we more level-headed people can talk about this issue. Otherwise, it's only the craziest people who are going to deal with this issue. So us normal people, we don't want to constantly
And
have to
we-
talk about this stuff, but we have to.
I want to say
or
to your
it's going to be commies and skinheads, the only ones talking about it, sadly.
to your point too, Erwin, we you know, we always talk about theater kids. We have there's theater kids on the right as well that are performative. They are like cult mindset, and they want to be followed or follow somebody. You know, cult of
The edgelords.
personality. And we have to gatekeep that as well. And we can pretty much say, "White man, stand up for yourself," and it's as simple as that. You know.
Thankfully, Nick Fuentes just
Yeah.
speaks and he gatekeeps himself pretty well. Not the
Dude,
stupid
he
shit
actually,
says.
he is an interesting character because he treats his entire audience like shit. He hates everybody.
Chat, I
like, dude.
hate you guys. This is the worst job ever. I have had to do this for so long.
Thank you for the
Chat,
$10,000 super chat.
You're
Yeah.
the worst, chat.
I know.
Did it work yet?
Chat,
I know.
we love you.
But I understand because he cultivated the groypers. He created like the most toxic, worst
Dude, 90% of
ever.
his audience are Catholics from Mexico.
And that's what I'm saying. Do we want the groypers be the ones talking about this and dealing with this situation? Or would it be better if maybe we discussed it so it wasn't just the craziest amongst us? I don't want to talk about this stuff. I avoided it. I used to avoid it because if you mentioned Jew back in the day, at like the beginning of these political streams, then NPC person would go on about the Jews the entire rest of the stream, and I just didn't want to fucking hear it.
Some people were treated hostily.
Damn
But whatever.
you,
Hot corn
Gary.
boy, thumbs up.
Oh, well, yeah. They also weren't making their final move, and you guys are obsessed with it and going groper mode, and that's quite counterproductive. Appreciate you, corn boy. Yeah.
Some people are ahead of the curve. I don't know. I'm just.
Yeah, some people also get like into crypto and then they don't shut the fuck up about crypto, and you want to stop being friends with them
I know.
because all they ever do is talk
Yeah.
about crypto.
Sorry.
Dragon Wise?
I'm not playing it.
Or they get really into their vegan diet and then they don't shut the fuck up about their vegan diet, and then it makes you hate
Valiant.
vegans.
Have I told you about keto, Erwin?
You mean cheating in the weight loss challenge? Fine goat, dropping 5. Appreciate you. And Russell Shell. Wait, only 4. Only 4 came out?
I noticed that too.
They clipped the gifties again.
The Jewels got them.
Oh, they need to put ridges on the memberships. Is that what you're saying?
They
Isaac?
do.
Yeah.
They do, actually. Yeah.
I like it. Appreciate you, Valiant. And then I got a couple new clips. I made some fun ones. No, I don't want to use.
I gave you an
I don't wanna
idea
steal
for a
Sons
fun
and
one.
Shadows. I know. I have it.
I know. Could you use that for him?
It's yours. I'm not. No, I'm
Okay,
not. I
okay,
made
I'm
you a
just- I
clip.
was-
You get
It's
greens
okay, it's
on
okay.
it. Okay.
You can send your
Okay.
jewels to my new store below my name, too, by the way.
But we do
I
have
don't
your.
even know
We
what
do
the
have
hell
your clip.
Jules is.
Yeah, I know, right? That's yeah.
Well, do you know who invented them? It's in the name.
Only a mobile
It
thing.
is.
Yeah.
The Indian who runs YouTube. Yes.
Jules.
No, it's an Indian.
Wasn't
Yamaha.
she an artist back in the 90s?
He's trying to copy Twitch because they're scammers. What? Hold on. Valiant, I gotta find you one. Huh? Oh yeah, I still see Bruce. Oh, so flow.
Dude, something is
Flow
flow
state.
state. What was
Yeah,
that?
It dropped as soon. That's the jewels. When they work right, something pops up.
Oh, that was really cool, actually.
Yeah, but some of them it
like
doesn't
that.
really seem to do anything. It just tells you in like a little tiny purple thing. Maybe it's just the good jewels that pop way up. I don't know. But when that popped up was when it had the wah, wah stuff. I was actually really confused. I didn't know what was happening. I thought that clip spilled into my. All right, we're playing it now. I haven't tested the audio. Keep that in mind,
No,
headphone users. Wait.
Okay, go ahead. Never mind.
More flow states? Jill Lord Games dropping more flow states? We're playing the dragon. Was that sufficient?
It needs work on the crow, but it's good.
Dude, find me one, man. Find me one. Like cock-a-doodle-doo, you can't get, like, that's not actually what roosters
I
noise
will
they make.
record me doing the crow and send it to you.
For a $50 super chat, I will redo it. Yes, give me the clip. Never good enough for anyone. God.
I'm just messing with you. It's great. It's freaking hilarious. Thank you.
Playing the
everyone.
stupid thing again. The cock-a-doodle-doo's not caca enough? You got the doodle-doo all right, but it wasn't caca enough. And then, wait, what did you just drop? The ABF?
I did a happy pride and then a GG easy.
Yeah, it's like a little heart thing, and it's got a pride flag in. Wait, now? Oh, that's a heart.
Now Japanese heart. Yeah.
Oh, Jill Lord.
How do you-
That's for 350
How do you
jewels. That's
see that?
That's big jewels, yo.
They actually had to pull their credit card out for that one.
You gotta have the shadow. I don't think we get these jewels. Speaking of an Indian creating it, I think the jewels are a scam, and you're just giving YouTube money.
I actually think that you're right. I think they actually go to like
it's
the
YouTube
Google pit. Yeah.
Yeah, actively trying to take our money. Yeah.
Yeah. They're trying to siphon it.
Love that. And Dragon, of
I
course.
don't see it.
But it's on mobile. They will pop up for this, but to use technology is fun. Oh, no. All right. I think. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, this chat. I'm still looking at prides. Thank you for the pride, ABF.
You're welcome.
Shout out Jellord for the finger heart, and you dropped a GGEZ too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there I see it. Yeah, GGEZ for 20 jewel. Who decides the jewel amounts? I don't know. The happy pride was 628 jewels.
It was a lot.
Yeah, I know. That's because they give you 1,000 free ones, right?
That's got to be that. It's got to be that Kabbalah magic stuff. You know, numerical.
Gematria? Did I get it? Did I do the cult thing right? I think I did.
I don't know.
Appreciate you guys. Oh yeah, I'm into some tree of life kind of stuff, you know. You into the occult, bro? No?
But
All
my
right,
point
namaste.
was
Yep.
pretty sure my point was well made.
Oh, and shout out Nightsaber for Golden Poop. Oh yeah, I see it.
Oh,
yeah.
yo, 3
Yeah.
fingers. What's up?
And then Nerd Files, thank you for the 6-7 for 67 jewels. All right, sorry. What were you saying, Dragon?
Oh no, AI will give way to eugenics.
Oh yes. What the hell did? Yeah, that one kind of broke my brain. I think that's why I forgot to actually read it out loud. What are you talking about, Dragon? I get it though. You think we're gonna get Mecha Hitler again?
Well, complicated. But if there's a war to fight AI to settle the bloodbath, eugenics will be involved, or AI will use eugenics to make us either more compliant or less resistant, more resistant.
Have you read Brave New World? I'm going to take that as no. So it literally starts off with essentially a Genesis chamber where they create the humans. And some of the humans get like extra nutrients to be the higher caste, like smart people. And then some of the people are purposely deprived oxygen or given Tylenol as a child to purposely make them stupid. So that way they can be
So they work at McDonald's. Some work at McDonald's. Some...
Ultimately, yeah, AI is going to really want to control our birth rate, and once we get into gene editing and all that stuff, yeah,
right.
AI.
It's definitely three-edged sword, basically.
There's a movie called Transcendence with Johnny Depp that kind of shows a.
I love that movie.
It's pretty good. I liked it.
It's
could use a little,
movie.
It needed a little something more.
It was missing,
but I liked it.
The story overall was great.
Probably who's the female actress?
Oh,
she was
well, you had Kate Mara
yeah, she's kind of
and
Rebecca Hall.
What was the other one?
She was in damn it, on the tip of my tongue.
IMDb, save us. All right. Okay. Appreciate you guys for keeping the lights on and funding the next documentary where I will be taking. Don't you worry, Isaac. I will talk about Jewish people, but it will be about a lot more than just that. I'm gonna. I'm definitely
theological opinions.
I'm definitely gonna mention techno Jew. No, I more need information on like Peter Thiel and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm not the guy. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I was like, I'm thinking about doing a political documentary, and Isaac was basically like, make the Jewish question the documentary.
I'm just saying.
There are other things I'm concerned about too.
No, I know. I'm just saying the historical between whites and Christians versus the Hebrews and all that. Historically speaking,
and
you know,
Iran war. They're trying. We got the whole BRICS versus New World Order and all this stuff.
I just think it's so amazing that people don't realize that, in 70 AD, Rome destroyed the Jewish temple. And ever since that, 2,000 years later, they want to destroy Europe with mass migration as revenge. It's so simple. So simple.
Yeah. I went on a rant the other day and I've briefly just threw that in. Yeah, it is. It's exactly like Stefan Molyneux said. It's just, they hate us. It's old grudges.
Public schools just don't teach basic history.
Because Ghislaine Maxwell's dad wrote, published our school books.
Our public education system is what's wrong with our country, and that's where we began to fix this country.
And
our educational,
internet and social media is why this generation woke up.
Yeah, and because no one ever paid attention to school, but that's the only place to really learn. But now people have the internet. Pretty cool place. It's got interesting people on it. Yeah. Too much to learn. And interesting people like Magnum are on the internet for 5. Wait, they actually mentioned you on F&T. Your joke about Juneteenth being no Father's Day. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, if you didn't catch it, they jumped that on F&T.
Ryan knows who Magnum is.
Oh, yeah. White people work at McDonald's, where I'm at now. Have I died and gone to heaven?
I mean, it'll be machines pretty soon.
It's a better time in the past.
I went to an Applebee's way up north, not to dox myself, and it was all white people working there, going there. It was quiet. It was clean. It was expedited service, and there was one golf
and your order
as well. So,
And your
Honestly,
order was
Hayden.
correct.
when you go to
Wait, was it?
McDonald's, you're supposed to see high school kids working there.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah,
Not-
but
Doesn't
but-
matter what color they are. It should be an entry level job. For some reason,
Yes.
adults do it now because they don't have any actual skills.
Oh,
You're supposed to
and-
work your way out of that job and build a skill somewhere.
And then
A
you
trade.
get like Indians buy a franchise, and then they just hire like all the adults they got on like H-1Bs and whatnot. So yeah,
Yep.
kids, yeah, and especially in Europe, yeah, like the youth unemployment is insane. And then they're just like, we should import more Indians. Oh my god! And then you get the right-wing politicians who are like, we're super anti-immigrant, and then Maloney's like, actually, we do need to bring in more third worlders. Or like you get the Japan prime minister
Dude.
who's supposed to be based, and she's like, maybe we should bring in unlimited immigration.
I've actually had boomers throw it in my face in like a joking way. Well, Gen Z is the dumbest generation in history in America. Yeah,
The
you imported 100 million
brownest.
retards into my country.
Oh yeah, I saw the information for the average woman is 5'3", 175, because the average
What?
Latino woman is 5'2",
They
200
eat nothing
pounds.
but corn and flour. No shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone's like, oh yeah, it's so weird. Why our IQ went from 100 to 99? That's so weird. We're
Now
getting
let's poll
dumber.
only what white men IQ.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised.
Magnum for a 5. They were high school kids, and there's police at the high school here too. Yeah, I went to school at a place that was kind of a little yuppie-ish, like lots of white women, and then
That's good.
we were very like economic. We had, trailer park and, like the rich kids. But all those like rich Karens with too much time on their hands, getting on school boards and whatnot, apparently it's super woke. And then I just saw going past one like the elementary schools, they had pictures of the valedictorian and the salutatorian at the high school, and the salutatorian's name was Muhammad in
See,
my
I was
midwestern
salutatorian.
suburb.
Well, I'll just say
Wait,
too.
were
I'm-
you? Shut up! Really?
Yes. Yep.
What'd you get hit in the head by?
No.
Hey, can we hit you there again? You can reverse it.
Well, no, I got my GED in '99, and to go into the Air Force, I had to get my high school diploma. So I went to what they call it, International Learning Academy, and I graduated. Settled. What do you call it? I can't pronounce it again. But yeah, second in class.
Salutatorian. Yeah.
There you go.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm glad that this Muhammad is one of the good ones. He should go be one of the good ones with all the other Muhammads. Sorry.
Yeah, go fix Turfukistan and raise your own people up. Yeah.
And I say nerds that watched Citizen Vigilante recently, so he's even a little
watched
more
it with him.
radical than usual.
He watched it with us too tonight.
Oh, okay. Based. So the clip. This is the one where he points out it's the whole family. The whole family.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The
Did you
father's
see too,
explaining
this-
how the kid didn't do anything wrong. The
Mentally
mother is
adjudicated.
supporting the kid, and then the sister is posting all kinds of shit about how it wasn't his fault on social media.
And they're going to therapy now because they were mentally. That's why they did. We had mental problems. That's why we abused the girl.
So
because you were inbred.
in Bradford, Muhammad from Pakistan attempted to rape a 13-year-old because that's just normal. That's part of their culture. The reason they don't think it's wrong is because it's not wrong for their culture. Because they're
This is why
demons.
Islam should be
I mean,
deleted.
In fact,
They're
it's
inbred
actually,
retards.
It's actually encouraged.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
not-
because
it's-
they can end
it's-
up
it's not-
marrying that kid afterwards. Isn't that how that works, right?
In
Yes.
Judaism and Islam, it's both correct.
Yeah, it's really fucked up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
Well,
why
like,
it
like I
needs
said,
to
it's
be
not a
deleted.
neutral. It's not a neutral thing. It's actually encouraged. It's not just that
Yeah.
it's not bad. It's actually like
And-
promoted as good.
And if they're not like
It's a
covered,
cult and
then
should
it's literally
be deleted.
it's part of like their
Spray him with
religion
pig's
to do
blood
it.
and turn
Yes,
him loose.
I agree, but all right. So and then so Muhammad's wife defended him. He didn't know it was illegal. Please, I promise he will never do this again.
I know how we can
Ignorance
make sure it
is
doesn't happen.
no protection against a crime you commit. Trust me, I know this one.
And at that point, ABF, should we probably punish the wife as well?
Yes.
I don't know how you do that in the eyes of the law.
Oh. Well, if we're getting any justice for this, like, we're not doing it in the current system. No. So, current system aside.
The Boston bombers, the older brother, his wife knew. Completely covered for him. Lied to law enforcement.
The grooming gang, the Pakistanis were a pretty tight-knit community. They all, just like Hollywood all knew about Weinstein, all the Pakistanis knew about the grooming gangs.
I actually do know what to do about it. Have you heard about this family that didn't lock up their gun, and the kid got a hold of it, and the parents got in trouble for the kid?
That was in Michigan, ABF. Yeah.
Maybe we should start having the children's actions happen to their parents.
The teen takeovers, one of the ways these cities are trying to deal with it is by punishing the parents. And one of the places who just did that just had another teen takeover.
Yeah.
Or all the black people try to beat each other up and shoot each other.
I believe for children who are under the age of 18, their parents are responsible for their actions. In addition to them, obviously. You know,
if we can't try them as adult, maybe we'll try their parent as an adult.
I'm not saying they're responsible for their, but you know what I mean? Like if they are out causing mayhem, you can punish the parents in addition to the, minor who did the crime.
Oh,
so
yeah, especially if they're from a demographic that shouldn't be in the West. So I'm all for, because they let black and brown people get away with stuff for being black and brown. I like that sort of race-based laws, but we're going to flip it and we're going to get them in more trouble.
I fully agree.
They shouldn't be here.
If they can race-based target us, we can do the same.
Yeah, correct. And we should do race-based taxation as well.
You realize 98%
have the people spending, the people who
would freak about that.
The demographics who have all the most money being like taken from the government should pay higher taxes to fund their own communities.
It sucks that the majority of small government conservatives on the right would be against that because it's
so. This was a bunch of black people and Muslims slaughtering a goat on a beach, and the white woman says, "We don't do that here." And shout out to the Karen, she completely stands her ground the entire time. And then these black women, if you look at their head movements, they literally are barking.
Yeah,
because they're animals.
Yeah, exactly. I stand with the white Karens.
So a lot of people don't realize a lot of the third world are basically NPCs. So essentially, we have our bodies that have our epigenetics and whatnot, and they can basically run on auto. And then we have souls, and then they come into the body, and then those two connect, and we have a mind. You hear about people who don't have inner dialogue.
Yes.
The reason they're NPCs is because they don't have a soul. They're just bodies, just like running on,
non-playable
NPC
characters.
Yes. And the thing is to have now they probably presumably have souls similar to the, like animals and whatnot, like dogs and stuff like that. They're pieces of God, obviously. Everything's pieces of God.
Don't dare insult dogs.
But those souls that are that piece of God who's going through the whole reincarnation cycle and whatnot, that to be able to actually have proper experiences, you need to have a body that has a proper brain, that has the parts of the brains where you can do things like feel empathy or think about the future and stuff like that. And a lot of these people, they're literally just not even capable of doing those things because they don't have the hardware to do it, and they don't have the souls to give them any sort of empathy and whatnot.
Erwin, I always say we live.
They're NPCs.
We live in the frontal part of our head. We think internally. They think externally. They know what's in front of their eyes. They can only see what's right in front of them, and they can't think about tomorrow.
They don't even understand time in the future.
They don't understand abstract. They're not capable. Yeah.
Let alone per capita. Yeah.
Yes.
So we can't live with people like I think those who have 100 IQ plus, they have souls. Those are normal people. I'm fine with that. But the actual like roving bands of savages, all of them are going into the pit. ABF, sorry. ABF, what did you have?
Let's see here. It was Death on a Trikey said that they're shredding. They're actually shredding cars from those teen takeovers. I am very against that. Why are you destroying cars? All that's doing is just taking it off of the market and making cars more expensive for other people. It's causing more problems. Stop doing that.
Yeah, correct. So, and they want to say, Oh, I love Matt Van Swalt. He always does it. The normie conservatives and like the moderate people are like, where are the parents? Every single time they do one of the posts of the teen takeovers, where are the parents? Fuck you, you're getting gatekept, retard. All right, gatekeeping time. So the bus situation. This was really good because it's
one of my favorite scenes of the movie.
He's just an evil racist. Then why is he pointing the gun at this white boy? He goes after all of the trash, and then
Well,
I
you gotta
like
take
this.
care of your own first. Keep your own. Accountable.
He tries to be nice here. He even buys their ticket, and they're still absolute dickheads to him.
I just want to point out this was Uwe Boll trying to put the Equalizer style, morals in the movie.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, and nobody.
It's good.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah, kid had a knife and whatnot. Yeah. So let's see the real life Italians. Well, if you're riding on the subway or the bus, well, we have to check your ticket. But this third world savage on the other side, sorry, we don't need to check his ticket. He wears slip-on flip-flops, so he's allowed to ride for free. Why is that? Because if you try to make them pay, they will fight you.
No.
And they will.
Scared.
Oh wait, whoops, that's bookmarks. And they will fight you. Let's see. They will fight you. So the rule is, just let the savages ride for free. And then
that's what was happening in that movie.
Yeah. I guess we have to raise prices, so the white people have to pay more. I talked about the other day, my insurance, every month I pay about $80, $90 black and brown tax. Brown because of all the illegals raising all of our insurances, and then black tax because all the black people shared on social media how to steal my car.
Yep.
And then mayors of Chicago blame the car manufacturer on black people sharing on social media how to steal my car. So to be able to drive, I have to pay an extra $1,000 a year black and brown tax to be able to drive. I'm fucking done. And when we deal with this problem, we're coming for reparations. And if you don't pay it, we're gonna take the equivalent.
Owe me more than 40 acres and a mule at this point.
Sorry, at this point, Africa's not gonna belong to black people in the future. We're gonna get our reparations from you retards.
Rhodesia is gonna be
lots
rebuilt.
of minerals there.
A lot of people are like, why did we feed the starving African children?
We actually made things worse there.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
We should have let them starve.
Our action
and that
actually made things worse.
We don't even need AI to do it. We're gonna go like Rockefeller style eugenics by the end of this.
Well, what I
Dope is
always
we only
say is,
go that far and not
this is
full
one
Mecha
thing-
Hitler 9000.
Why I always say, I'm against birth control for white people. So we should be airdropping it into Africa. 100%.
Well, that's the other thought.
I
'cause
love that
there's
caveat.
There's the option to like nuke our problems. There's the option to send a bunch of feminists and black people and Indians to our problems. I honestly, people are like, let's nuke like Tel Aviv and all that stuff. No, let's send a ton of Indians and black people to Tel Aviv. You want to actually destroy a country? Do what they did to us.
I support diversity for Israel. It's only right.
Yeah. Well, we're going to need to get rid of all our diversity. They need somewhere to go. My vote's Tel Aviv. We already sent them a bunch of money.
Also,
Use some of that to house them.
They're the most open and appreciative democracy in the Middle
yeah.
East, right?
And the Vatican, they could take a few. They could take 100,000
Well, they got
at
the
least.
big walls and everything. Yeah.
That would go about as well as dropping off a busload of immigrants in Massachusetts.
Martha's Vineyard. Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh yeah, they already found a dumping ground for all the world's worst people. It's called Canada.
Yeah.
Shout
and
out to
it
Canada.
goes to show that being polite gets you nowhere. So.
Oh, that's tolerance and politeness got us here. Intolerance and going out of our way to be offensive to people is the answer.
It's also, I just want to say
Yes,
too,
it
it's
is.
not illegal. It's simply not illegal. If you see somebody at Walmart to say you're not welcome in my country, you're just giving them a courtesy letter.
Don't worry, we're getting to that picture. No, genuinely, if you're like, oh, but what about my neighbor? Like, he's one of the good ones. If he stays, he's gonna have to suffer an insane amount of racism. He might be cool with you guys, but he walks down the wrong neighborhood. He's getting dragged behind a horse. If you have good ones, I would recommend they go live with people. Like, this Civil War isn't going to be Democrat versus Republicans. It's all going to break down into tribe, and it's going to break down into ethnicity. So you should want the good ones to go live with their people, or it's not going to go very well for them. Like, please God, leave.
The good
guys.
ones need to
Please
be
God,
ambassadors.
leave. We're going to be rude. And hopefully,
Yes.
with the rudeness and your house losing a bunch of value, hopefully they will leave. Because I'm fine with, because my thought is, I think we give them a month to leave. Hell, I'm progressive. 60 days to leave. And then you're going to labor camp. And if that doesn't work out, you're going into the pit. Thoughts?
Wow.
It's honestly probably not radical enough. I do apologize.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of national projects that we could have stand to be built. You know, I have a lot of big ideas. I'm really into Art Deco, big monuments, stuff like that. You know, so free labor goes a long way. You know,
I know, but you want black people building your monuments? Don't we want to like?
No, the Chinese.
Oh
no.
Oh, okay. And then like the black person will hold the stop and drive sign like at every construction.
There you go.
No, just simple. Like they hit the hammer. No, they don't line out the railways. They just hit the spikes into the post. You know.
Well,
gotcha.
And you don't need a high school diploma to operate a Mexican backhoe.
Hey, Debbie. No, we're just talking about normal things. We weren't plotting anything.
Shout out Debbie. I think she might agree. So shout out. Take
One
back
of the good
Australia,
ones, as
Hell
we
yeah.
say. Yes. So
no,
the laws
as
are.
I was. Oh, sorry.
Please, Dragon.
No, I was going to say it. Our country's infrastructure needs a lot of work, and a lot of that does not require it. What's required is a lot of manual labor, and you don't need a high school diploma to operate a Mexican backhoe.
Oh,
no.
We could get so many Gen Zs good jobs, yes, and get them on their feet. Yeah, I would support it, but the problem is with current system, it all turns into shovel-ready jobs. It all turns into, so Dragon and Isaac, who currently have to get Starlink to have internet, during the Biden administration, they had billions of dollars to connect broadband everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, they didn't connect anyone.
Dude,
no, they laid infrastructure, Erwin, and then they sold that to other third-party companies.
Mm-hmm.
So we paid to have infrastructure laid so that they could then take it as an asset to sell it.
I think we call that fascism.
I am moving
Yes.
to a nice area that doesn't have cable or fiber still. And I thought we paid for that, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I finally got my fiber that they laid from that tax money, but it took like years longer than they said it was going to. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, no.
Starlink.
No, get this. I have a fiber. I have the potential, like fiber's already in the ground, literally less than 50 yards from me.
Yeah,
I can't
same here.
access
It was like that for 5 years in front of my house. In fact, I had a fiber box in my yard that I couldn't tap into.
We're going to be having that too.
And they're telling me that I can't access that because it's not for residential.
And I know plenty of people that would love to work on the job site installing it, but they can't.
Yep.
Well,
so
one of these days we're going to realize white men can just do things, and then we can all have fiber internet.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be able to have access to it in 4 years.
Supposedly.
Yeah, except the Democrats are going to be in
because
power
it's for the college or the university nearby. Yeah, exactly, Isaac. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the ethnically ambiguous women. Great. All right.
Correct.
So, Citizen Vigilante.
I love this as well.
Because my whole thing is we don't just blame one group. We blame everyone who is to blame around here.
A lot of people to blame.
Every single level of this is to blame, including the judges. And this one was one of the most based parts. If we want to solve the country, a lot of people are going to have to be legally and peacefully pulled out of their houses at night. Judges.
Yes.
And I'll just leave it there.
Well, I just want to say too, just
Yeah,
even from a Christian perspective, look in the
Hmm?
Bible. Jesus went after the Pharisees that that were responsible for allowing all the ungodliness to take place. Yes, you go after the tax collectors and the prostitutes, and you have to tell them to stop what they're doing too. But the Pharisees who look the other way and take the bribes, and the judges and all of that, they are enabling this behavior. And if the people who can stop it and choose not to are very much to blame.
Like the members of the justice who wear a hijab. Those are not.
Well, I'm thinking
proper
other
members
headwear.
of
That's
justice.
really far
Well,
down
I
on
know.
my list, actually. Yeah, but yeah.
Well, no, it actually pertains.
Well, I feel
pertains
like
to me specifically.
I'm torn between like the biggest enemies are our traders. Like, who do we throw in first? And I feel like we throw them in at the same time. Like our
Yes.
biggest traders and our biggest enemies.
Yes,
It is important
I
to get
agree.
rid of traders first. We also got to get rid of your biggest enemies first too. So allegedly in Minecraft. All right.
I think we're going to have to dig a bigger pit.
No,
Is there a game
we're gonna
about
need
that?
a bigger.
I'm thinking
We're gonna-
about setting up a various pit franchises, and if you're interested in becoming a pit franchisee, let me know.
A game about digging a pit. I got an idea.
I like
Wow.
it. Well, we played that what was that
Bigger
gamble with your
stage.
friends game, and then after Hayden put his $40,000 into debt, once you lost, you had to go walk down into the pit.
Well, Repo has
Really
that
gotta
too.
get
Yeah,
with
you
the
fall
pit.
in the pit and battle it to the death. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
I called you an F slur as you pushed me into one time.
That's true. I heard
Yeah.
you fall. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually. That was revenge though. You deserved it. So
yeah.
I was
I
like,
think-
bundle of sticks.
the proximity chat with that was amazing. Yeah.
We like to have fun around here, guys. Yes, I am.
Yep.
Yeah, based. All right, now, all right, back to why are we maybe getting a little radicalized? Oh, hey, Isaac, here's a street preacher.
This is new to me. I need
Got
context.
stabbed by a Muslim. Christian preacher lies in a pool of his own blood. Police cordoning off the area after he was attacked at Speaker's Corner, the place to publicly speak in the UK. Where people are supposed to be able to speak freely, unless you're like Tommy Robinson speaking out against grooming gangs.
So for
Well-
those who don't, go ahead.
Well, hold on, Isaac. Good news. They got the suspect, and they didn't even handcuff him.
Do you need a
He
bottle
just
of water,
stabbed-
sir?
He just stabbed a preacher,
Yep.
Can't handcuff that. Sorry, Isaac.
and he's not in handcuffs.
And so remember the scene in Citizen Vigilante where he's going like this, and then the police are just like, that's why, because they are very much so a part of it. And then
Yes.
remember not looking like the Canadian police officer that got shot, Muhammad,
Oh,
giving me one of those vibes.
that's not very waspy right there.
That was crazy. He was looking at both officers at the same time.
Yeah, that's the
true.
inbreeding. Yeah. They're banned, and this is Krigler, who's in I know he's in like Europe or
Sweden.
something somewhere. No, Sweden?
Sweden,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, which is definitely got hit by this. Grenades. They're banning it because they're desperately afraid Europeans might wake the fuck up.
Yes.
This guy. Big if true. Some people are starting to question it. It is kind of weird. We have two videos. We have him walking by, kind of like by a car, and then all of a sudden it like kind of cuts, and then he starts like running after some, like Muzzy shop or something like that. And then he kind of like stabs at the door, and then that's
Yeah.
it. Well, that and then his arrest. That's all we have. So immediately after it happened, we immediately get these videos. He very, very clearly states his intentions, and it picks up so well. It sounds like it's 80 yard, and it sounds like it was rehearsed. So you got everyone, Piers Morgan, horrifying. This is what happens when people, you know who you are, shamefully demonize all Muslims for the hideous crimes of 80% of Muslims.
Yeah.
So we got everyone coming
You're
out.
wrong, Erwin. 97% of Muslims.
I know, I'm too aggressive. I keep saying it. So We got everyone coming out against it. Keir Starmer, everyone. So get ready for the politicization. That's all we're going to hear about. JK, we don't know his name. We don't know anything about alleged victims. We know fuck all about this guy. Where if this is actual, real, and natural, they'd have this dude's name plastered everywhere. They'd be using his middle name as well. They would be having all of the victims, having them on like the news channels to talk about how evil white people are. We know all of their names. Shabina Mahmoud and stuff like that.
We're getting
we know it all. But we
vibes.
get nothing. Nothing else has come out about this guy. I wanted to know. I want to know his gifts and go. Nothing. Seems a little weird. But if it were spoopy and a setup, then they would be pushing it more. Not just when they all came out. They would still be pushing it. They would still be doing the media circus. So was this real? But then they discovered he was a leftist, like in Montreal. But then they would have just pretended he was on the right, like they just did with Montreal. So a lot of people are like, what the fuck is going on here? So I want to be like, oh, absolute hero, and then I'm like, what stopped him? These 2 female police, 5'2" female police officers stop him? Did he just willingly stop and just get on the
Magnum Norse?
He decided to go on a rampage, but then he's like, all right, I had enough rampaging, off to prison forever. It seems a little spoopy. Like, that's kind of weird, right?
It's propaganda.
But even if you look at it from like being staged, it also doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, things are so bad right now that we're going to start seeing false flags or mischaracterizations of these stories. Like I think what you're talking about.
Rupert Lowe being called neo-Nazi and whatnot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, that's why you're absolutely right. We need to be really careful what we cling to and what we grab to as things develop. 100%.
Also, people keep using AI images and thinking it's real of this stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Any of the images you saw of this guy was AI. And then people are like, what? What's happening? He's wearing different pants and has different tattoos. Yeah, because it's AI, you fucking retard. All we have is the grainy footage, just like with Henry Novak. And then people are like, oh, look at the Henry Novak. Can you see the claws in her gloves? The AI added that shit.
Pointy. Well, no, that was actually...
Well, yeah, it was kind of pointy, but then the gloves made it look like fucking claws. Or the AI made it look like claws. And then like has the light and all that stuff. And people are like, oh, it's so horrible. It's AI, guys. I get doing the AI and using it for propaganda purposes, but so many people keep sharing that like it's real.
We just have to say, too, like there are actually...
That
really
discredits us when you do that.
It's tough when you realize, especially in churches and stuff like that, there's really stupid people who are really good people, and it's hard to manage. It is hard to manage. There are really decent people who are not the bravest,
There's some curry down here. For those that don't know, Pierce sold out all of his people for a good thing of curry.
Yeah, that's what he always cites.
Yeah, he loves his Pakistani neighbor more than the average English person because he's a civnat who thinks anyone can be English and British. All right, sorry. Magnum Norris for a $5. Western government's officials are more guilty of these crimes than the individuals. I put these people on the same list as Stalin, Mao, Pol Pot, etc. Netanyahu's doing his best to get on that list. That's just fucking crazy. And I had a whole section on Lebanon and the Iran thing. Trump and JD came out and they're like, we're putting them Israelis in their place and they're not going to do any more in Lebanon. And then they bombed the shit out of Lebanon. And it's like, here's Trump's moment. He's finally going to stand up to him. And then he came out and said, Hezbollah, you guys got to stop being bad.
Does anybody think like Israel is us? Does anyone actually think that?
If you didn't know, JD Vance and Trump put on we actually run this show. Like JD was doing the rounds. He was doing his 2028 tour.
Well, I know that because I saw Mark Levin. I saw Mark Levin chimping out at JD Vance, and I even saw
for those reasons.
Randy Fine said anybody but JD Vance 2028.
Yeah, for those reasons. It's currently they're doing a lot of JD Vance, Marco Rubio jockeying for position.
Which I think is very interesting to counter signal the pro-Israel side at this time.
Well, all the Jews and Israelis and whatnot turned on Trump immediately.
We should be supporting whoever they don't want.
And they're against JD Vance hard now too, because JD Vance is one of the cooler heads who try to talk Trump into not doing this, and JD Vance actually got sidelined, and Mark Levin literally took his place.
I'm a simple man. If Mark Levin and Laura Loomer say something's bad, I'm inclined to think quite the opposite.
What if Eric Prince were to say, this guy saw it because Eric Prince recommended it. Do you guys know who Eric Prince is?
I know the name. I don't remember distinctly.
He is the world's foremost private mercenary. Often appear. Yeah, he created
Is he
British? Yeah, the private mercenary, and then they changed it to I forget the name. I think because he was unpopular during the Bush years because they used him in GWAT. And
was he what's it called, Blackwater or something?
Blackwater, and then they changed it to AA or something like that. But and then he ended up getting pretty based, and he's often on Bannon's War Room and stuff.
Well, they did the stuff that our military was not allowed to do.
If you guys saw the clip of him when Trump decided to start the Iran war, he was mortified by it, and he was completely correct. So,
if anybody should know, it would be him, right?
The world's foremost mercenary recommended Sing Citizen Vigilante. Interesting. Now, all right, this is.
And I'm sick of seeing people bashing it because, criticizing, its budget negates the whole point. No, it doesn't.
No, it is more. It's the best 5 out of 10 you'll see. Syria has refused to accept repatriation of 800,000 of its own citizens because they are ill-equipped to receive them. This is the thing: is even if you get Rupert Lowe, you can't do the remigration. Yeah, a lot of them they're trying to send them to third party, third nation countries.
Third world nations.
When Biden got back in, he opened up the troops to going back into Syria so that those people can continue to pour out of the country into others.
Yeah, and now Syria is run by Al Qaeda, and Trump loves the guy. And he literally, one of the things Trump said was he wanted, instead of the IDF dealing with Hezbollah and destroying Lebanon, Trump suggested that Syria and the Al Qaeda guys deal with Hezbollah because they're less crazy than the IDF. Trump called Al Qaeda less crazy than the IDF. Our greatest allies.
I mean, something to be said there. But there's also something to be said. We can all agree we don't want Muslims, Middle Easterners, Arabs in Europe or America. And what is the one? Or when you could tell me, what is the one pin cause we could really pin on a map causing the displacement of Muslims and Arabs out of the Middle East?
Israel's wars of aggression to create greater Israel and use that as a way to destroy the West as well.
So if there's something to be said that if not for Israel, we would not be invaded by those hordes necessarily. Very fair point.
No, we still would. We still would, because there's tons of places that don't have these wars. Tons of places we haven't started these wars that are going anyways. So it'd still be a thing. They just use the wars as an excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
People
would still be
buying
happening.
It a hell of a lot less.
The Jews and Catholic NGOs would still be forcing it on us, even if they didn't have the wars as an excuse. They just use the wars as an excuse. And even if they didn't have the wars, they say climate migration. So even if they didn't have the wars, they would blame climate change. Yep. So I get what you're saying, but they don't. Yeah, they don't actually.
I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm not saying the just.
They're always going to try to get people to have problems, because if people have problems, the government can step in and help.
Yeah, and the asylum for that is you have to stop in the first safe country, and then they pass through 10 of them. So it's all beyond any sort of law and order or anything, and all of the excuses are just lies to ethnically cleanse us. Which is the Reconquista won't be started by a hedge fund manager in Chelsea called Sebastian. It'll be started by working class people in Scotland.
And that's what you're saying is AI, right?
This one is big old AI. Yeah, the Scots, the Irish. And especially the Scots-Irish, they're the ones we need to be arming instead of like rebel Kurds and stuff like that to overthrow Iran. We need to fund them. For those that don't know, a lot of our special forces and just our military in general are Scots-Irish. Something about them Braveheart motherfuckers, they are the warriors. That is where the revolution is going to start.
They don't have a screw loose, but also they just have no screws.
Both of you correct. Yes. Yes.
It's like,
and
we have the polished, we have the Anglo-Saxons who are really coordinated, clear thinking, strategic.
Yeah, the pinky out people, and then we have the X people.
And adventurous. We have the adventurous spirit, Faustian. But they have it, but they're fucked up and kind of retarded, and they just don't care, and they'll go do it, so.
All right, we're going to make this quick. All right, so in Japan, they're finally letting Indians and Muslims in. And so weird, all their Shinto shrines keep burning down. Meanwhile, they're building illegal mosques.
I thought Japan banned all of that.
No, that was a lie. All of the right-wing leaders, they always get into power, and then they go touch the Wailing Wall, and then all of a sudden they love unlimited immigration.
I was under the impression that
you were lied. You were lied to.
Okay.
All the people who voted for her were also lied to. Yeah. Yeah. Just like Maloney in Italy or Donald Trump in America. Yeah, they're all lying liars.
Fair to say that regardless, left or right, politicians promise one thing, then when elected do the other. That's
and it's the big interests that matter. It's the corpos, and every single time they will sell us out for the corpos to have cheaper labor because they're doing well. They don't care. It's not their jobs being taken. Which is why they need to be pulled from their homes. So, legally and peacefully, of course. So, illegal mosques. This was a problem. They refused to get rid of the illegal mosque. So, a local farmer burned it down.
Yeah, well.
All of these Shinto shrines that keep burning down, just like all of the churches in Europe. And no suspects. We have no idea who's doing it, guys. But this illegal mosque gets burnt down, they immediately find who does it and immediately blast his name out and shame him. So the Japanese, it's really sad. They keep being they're still really naive about what is happening, and it's actually really sad to see because they're super based in some ways, but they're super naive about what is currently about to happen to them. But thank God some of them still have some spine. So yeah, this is it, guys. Things are going to get we're not voting our way out of this. No Rupert Lowe or whatnot.
No,
guys.
This is going to require arms.
Holy places are going to be getting burned on both sides.
Well, unholy.
I don't want that. I don't want it. That's a prediction.
Unholy.
I'm not promoting it, YouTube. That's just what's coming.
Martin Luther wrote a book on that too.
Patriotic Restore. It's going to get very tribal in the UK very quickly. Choose your tribe. Stefan Molyneux gets in here twice. Everyone hates whites. They are trained to. I'm getting pretty fucking sick of it. Correct. And white people, Asians, or like Japanese, will be very polite. We're very overly nice. Until we're fucking done with you, and then we will literally change the world order.
That's a good thing. We need to retain that virtue and just direct it to only our own people.
Yeah, correct. We were conditioned by the Goy beam to have out-group preference, where literally, for those that don't know, white people actually prefer non-white people. That's how virtuous we are. We've been tricked into caring more about non-whites than us, while black people have been
the 90s.
While black people have been convinced that black people are over half the population.
They're
stuff
not.
like that. Yes. So yeah, it's the Goy beam.
Dude, the black people, it's the meme. They get tricked with AI pictures of history that they literally think they were like the old Scots and stuff.
You can literally invent black history. So this young lady told Muslims in Texas that they don't belong in Texas or America. You're not welcome here. And then they got real uppity. We're one of the good ones, though. No.
Doesn't give a shit.
She says, nah, we ain't doing that. So, of course, they make it go viral on social media, cause her to lose her job.
Question.
Which is why,
Does she have a ring on her
after
finger?
I finish speaking, I don't know, a dragon, maybe. Let's see.
And I would like to point out the fact, too, what led up to this before the camera started rolling, where she felt the need to start.
Wait, no, she's single. Actually, she's a single mom.
What were they doing to her where she felt the need to lash out like that? You know,
They were presumably apparently it was their kids were making a scene, is what the scuttlebutt is.
that's their fault. They need to get the F out.
Yeah,
Correct.
So she's over $100,000 on her gifts and go. I also am continuing to do this, and when I go viral and they try to cancel me, I hope you all donate to my gifts and go. I will show you boobs and butts in return.
One thing really quick, I hope that she's not barred from being able to get a nursing job anywhere else.
That's probably gonna happen. They're gonna destroy her.
More than likely.
Shiloh Hendricks, they're still trying to get in trouble as well. She's still
ABF, just people who very mildly protested back in 2020, very mildly. They can't practice medicine anymore.
That's insane.
Yeah, correct. And if you're a lawyer for like Jan 6, we'll get you disbarred and stuff. Canadian woman was harassed.
She might need a husband.
Grant, she's single. I hit her up. A Muslim couple for walking her dog, which is haram. This, I think, is the way we get Muslims out of the West, is by informing people.
Okay, that looks
that they hate dogs. What?
That looks like a little gray alien in a rag right there. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we need to shame them for it and tell them that we're not doing that here in America.
Don't insult Steve.
I mean, actually, that's an improvement. He doesn't have the rag, but yeah, once you tell the woke white women that Muslims want to kill your dog, they won't like that.
Oh yeah. Well, by the way, they finally raised interest rates.
I love that freaking dog. By the way, just gotta say,
yes.
What was those Muslims saying to that woman? Like, don't bring your dog around here. Is that what
it's
they were saying? That's crazy.
They do it in the UK. Yeah, this is Canada. So so we get rid of the Muslims by letting white people know that they hate dogs. We get rid of the Indians by having Black Twitter find out that part of the caste system in India is based on skin color. So the darker your skin color is, the lower on the caste.
I actually think the blacks will help on the Indian front big time.
Oh yeah, we need to weaponize Black people being the most racist demographic and point it towards them hating Indians.
Yeah.
And not white people.
And then keep moving.
Dude, I'm just going to make AI images saying that the plantation owners and the ship owners that made them slaves was just Indian.
Yes.
Dude,
just they'll believe
Isaac,
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isaac, just make a AI picture of a Muslim killing a pit bull. That'd get them all up in arms.
It's great. Yeah. Hey, it's just how they're raised, ABF. They were not bred for violence.
Oh yeah, surely.
Exactly. Yeah.
I have a bunch of tabs of people getting radicalized. Essentially, the rape gang report. And then one day, for no reason at all, people voted Hitler into power. We've been doing Travis Scott versions of Hitler memes. So this is like how it started. But people are literally like past this now. I no longer want a new Hitler. I want someone that'll make Hitler look like a golden retriever puppy. The pendulum is going to swing. Like the pendulum swings back as far as it. Like we got physics, Newtonian physics. The pendulum got pulled back so far. We got to be a little careful on that swing back, or we may get a little too overzealous.
I slightly disagree. I think it's going to take extremity. I think
it's going to go to an extreme,
and there is such thing as too extreme.
Yeah, if you go too extreme, then it actually makes the pendulum return faster.
Yeah. Also, we lose civilization, and none of this matters if it takes us 100 years to rebuild everything.
But we can put a brake on that pendulum if we do it properly.
We swing too far, then all of a sudden we get just like the techno Jews putting us in a dystopian control.
Yeah, we don't want to overshoot our target.
Yeah, and
you just want to hold it in the position of progress steadily.
Yes. But Hitler was also a dirty socialist, and I don't want the government to be in control of business as well. So we need to also shame the brown shirts, all the skinheads, for looking like retards in a cult. You look fucking gay, idiots. And we need to talk about it, so they're not the only ones talking about it. You don't want to be the white trash in American History X, wearing your stupid and blue jean vest and your buttons, looking like a retard.
Well,
you're the super well-informed Edward Norton. That's what you want to be.
We're not a fashion cult out smoking weed on the corner. We're, the Edward Norton saying, "Get that shit out of your hand, you freaking loser," and act like a man.
Yes, like that's.
He wasn't my favorite Austrian.
We don't
artist,
solve this
but
by going full
five.
white trash.
Exactly.
It was an interesting watch. All right, let's keep blasting through this. Get you guys out of here. Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of black pilling. Y'all need to stop being so weak. Alfred the Great was exiled to a literal swamp on the edge of his kingdom after a Viking attacked. He and his descendants retook England after that. It's never too late. Our ancestors would be ashamed of our weakness. Spain was completely conquered by the Muslims, except for like 2 or like 3 little tiny little areas. And they used that as a beachhead to get them out. And then they had to fight a civil war with communists, but that's another situation. It's never too late, and white people, we like to wait till the last second to get our homework done. But when we get it done, it gets done. And yeah, no reason to black pill. I think we're gonna make it. The problem though is it's gonna be fiery, but mostly peaceful. Sadly. But we need to not burn down all of civilization in the process, Isaac.
I just like to remind people that the biggest way you can rebel is by reading the Bible, doing what it says, and having a lot of white children. So it's pretty simple.
I don't like to sit on your ass reading a Bible, giving all your power away to
I don't think that's sitting on your ass. I said do what it says. That means doing things. I said read it and then do what it says. I didn't say sit on your ass and read it. That means get up and do what it says.
Such as?
Building Christian civilizations and doing whatever it takes to do so.
I like that. Yeah, that'd be nice.
That's what the Bible says to do.
I like to see you guys doing whipping some money changers.
Yeah,
That'd
the Bible says to take the reins of magistrate and rule nations.
I like that. Because you guys were turned into little bitches during lockdowns. I'd like to see that never, ever happen again. I was
not
embarrassing as fuck.
Yeah. And also, it doesn't help when the boomers are holding the reins of power in a lot of the churches, too. You know, it's a big issue.
Yeah, it's a pity.
And we're going to have a generational recoiling as a result. So,
science, but physics, learn that. Learn a trade.
Bro, we're going to have to rebuild civilization. I probably wouldn't be doing physics.
Well, that's why
we'll be doing a little bit of chemistry along the way, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
Speaking of which, this Friday, Carnicon, we got to talk about a little more ABF.
Yeah, well, is there developing?
I hope.
Oh yeah, well, we're gonna watch more Carnicon videos until he's out of jail.
I sure as hell hope so. You just said chemistry. I started thinking.
Yeah.
ABF, what you got coming in?
Let's see. No game stream tonight. We just have Trigger Happy tomorrow, and then Late and Gay after.
Magnum Norris, what you got going on? The Scandinavians have already started the remigration process because they started the process early. Good. Yeah, even the EU's going along with it. Good. But the problem, though, is the judges block it. The EU Human Rights Commission or whatever blocks it. So until they stop ignoring the judges, it's still not going to be getting done.
Elect some very enthusiastic young legislators who are based, but the 80-year-old judges who are entrenched commies will just say no.
Correct. Yeah, they're traitors who need to be
untraitable,
fiery but mostly peaceful. Allegedly. Oops, that's not the one I wanted. Isaac, what you got going on?
Yes.
Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern on my channel, Golden Age Podcast, and I may or may not be doing a 250-minute stream on the 4th of July for America's 250th anniversary. So over 4 hours, don't know what we're going to talk about, but check it out.
Maybe random guests.
Maybe, and I also don't know what we're going to talk about. So it's going to be over 4 hours. Subscribe. I keep losing subs. Appreciate a sub. Thank you.
It happens. It's a roller coaster. You got to stick with it.
Stagnation's fun.
Dragonwise, give us an outro.
Chat.
Dragonwise,
we all
outro.
Thank you. Oh, Dragonwise. Oh, okay. Sorry. No, you'll find me on X. I'll be here next week, and I believe Captain Gianna.
It's like she just wants us to be happy.
Yeah, I know. You guys aren't paying attention. It's fine.
No one cares.
Yeah, exactly. I'm okay with that. I get it.
Hit the button. Hit the
like
button.
and subscribe. Thank you all.
I'll be here next week.
Appreciate you all being here. Couldn't do this without you. All of your funding will go directly towards fighting the New World Order. because sadly there's still a little while before shit pops off, and so we have to fight the information war till then, while also getting jacked and carrying so I can talk shit to all the brown people. I hate them so much.
Yeah,
Absolute. Yes. Absolute pleasure to have you all here. Couldn't do it without you, and we will see you later.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Good, then get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
I needed to get rid of the human garbage, otherwise known as my best friends.
Come on.
Bonnie, how do you keep getting back in?
Well, bye. If we're not back by dawn, call the president.
Appreciate y'all, and shout out to Magnum. I forgot his clip. I think you all enjoy it.
Welcome home.